Yo, what's going on, boys? In this video, I'm going to be walking you through how to properly use piece control to increase your efficiency as a fighter. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace. Starting with this first example, I'm pressuring this solo from his tops to stop his reboot. Knowing he has two boxes ready, I'm able to predict his edit and stop him from going up. Notice how in this scenario, I can see through his build since my cone was freshly placed and his floor was just reset. Using this information, I see this guy turn around and that tells me that he's attempting to rebox or make a play. As you can see, my reaction to his movement allowed me to extend my piece control, edit and shoot before he can realize that the tops of his box are not his, giving me this clean kill. To start off this next fight, I used a shield EMP to pinpoint my opponent's location as well as deal damage to give myself the health advantage. Take note of my strafe angle before I drop down onto his box. I move slightly to the right so that when I land, I already have a right hand peek on this guy's box. Although my reaction to his edit was slow, I didn't take much damage due to the fact that I had a very steep and elevated right hand peek. I snatch his wall, edit, and place a cone in while still holding my peak. Even though he was spraying back at me, he couldn't hit me because of the way I positioned myself when I dropped down in the beginning of the fight. I began this fight with some AR tags to give myself the advantage. Notice how as I pull up on his wall, I'm already pressuring to stop him from popping more heals. This guy makes a wide edit and goes for a shot. However, I reacted by forcing a ramp into his box to establish some piece control. I drop him back down, but I mistime my cone placement and my pump pullout time. Therefore, I end up shooting my shotgun by mistake while trying to get this guy boxed. This small mistake punishes me heavily since I can't shoot my shotgun again so quickly. I take damage and go for a new play. I have to use my movement and fully rely on my aim to bail out of this situation. I notice him double-headed up, which tells me that he's trying to go up a layer. I do high wall piece control to block him off, and now he's stuck with his blueprint out while I'm ready to pump it. Now that I established the health advantage, I reset the fight and go for a new play. We match each other in height, but I notice him trying to box up above me. I strafe to get a high wall and end this fight to win the game. While I'm boxed up, I know there's a player above me. I hit a low ground pump shot and start elevating layers using highly protective retakes to make sure I take zero damage while aggroing this fight. As this player wraps around this building, I make sure to preemptively extend my piece control since I have minimal understanding of this guy's location. By extending this wall, I can now go for a full box and end this fight quickly without getting third partied. This next fight is a prime example of why high awareness is so important. I hear this player sneaking around and go for a pump shot to start the fight. I attacked this wall and at the same time I phased a cone through his box and ended the fight without taking any damage. I decided to W key this player that's sitting one layer below me. I got lucky here and won this trade even though he got the first shot. Being inside this building limits my opportunities for finding angles to attack from. The only logical direction to attack from is below. I drop this player down, get a pump shot along with a half box, and then extend my piece control through a right hand peek to end the fight. Here we are in creative, and now I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate some piece control fundamentals that high level players like myself and tier 1 pro players use to win fights. This is the high wall protected side jump. Mastering and implementing this sequence into your fighting will allow you to elevate layers and make a play without taking damage. You can add a mix of ramp flips and cone extensions to further enhance this technique. The next move we're going to take a look at is the elevated ramp flip. Mastering this technique allows you to move straight upwards and transition into a new sequence while staying protected. It's also one of the best ways to exit a box and make a play against someone on height. This is a technique known as pre-boxing. It's used to set up piece control while attacking someone else's box from the top. The goal of this move is to predict where your opponent may leave their own box from and trap them in your pre-box. Use what you've learned from this video to create fundamental sequences that you feel comfortable using in your fights. As you practice, these techniques will become more natural and you'll be using them every single day without having to think twice. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video.